West Virginia is in a bad place. Bad place.
One of college football's biggest personalities goes in on Neal Brown. That's right, Josh Pate, the host of Late Kick Live on YouTube, something he offers free to everyone, in a segment where he grades coaches for what they've done the previous year. We're going to talk about that on the other side of the intro on this episode of Mountaineer Paul Talks Football.
This is for Cameron.
What is up, guys, and welcome in. My name is Mountaineer Paul, and you have landed yourself here again at Mountaineer Paul Talks Football. Really appreciate you guys for stopping by with me this afternoon. Today we've got a hot take, and it comes in the form of Josh Pate. He had a lot to say about West Virginia head coach Neal Brown and the job he's done so far as a Mountaineer head coach. And he made some very valid and very good points in the video you're about to see.
West Virginia is in a bad place. Bad place. Neal Brown, I hate to do it, but this is a D-. This is about as bad a current Power 5 performance as we're seeing out there. And so I asked producer Jesse, I know what I feel. Do the numbers back it up? And he said, you may want to go lower than D-. Jesse, so listen to this. We always want to set a baseline, right? We always want to define what the expectation should be at a program. And sometimes fans are getting mad, and the reality is their expectation level's too high. That is not the case. If you're a West Virginia fan and you're mad, you should be mad. Neal Brown arrives in 2019, okay? The previous 16 years, 2002 to 2018, West Virginia appeared in the AP Top 25. 16 of those 17 years. They have not been there since. They have not appeared in the top 25 a week since then. That's nowhere near good enough. They were next to last in scoring offense and defense this past year. They were last in the Big 12 in turnover margin and points off turnovers. They're 3-12 under Brown versus top 25 teams. They got one winning season in his tenure, and that was the COVID year in 2020. That's D- level performance. I don't know what else to say. I would love to say something different. Neal Brown was at Troy when I was still down in Columbus, Georgia. Everyone spoke glowingly of him. Everyone loved him. He was a hot name in coaching circles even then. And so if anything, I kind of default over to the side of pulling for him. But that's not how job approval ratings work. It's not whether I like you. It's not whether I think maybe one day you'll pull your program out of it. Frankly, I thought he was going to be gone. It's not necessarily the kind of segment I do on the show. I talk about it when it's happened. I don't really call for many coaches' jobs. But I thought he was going to be gone. Most people in the industry did, and he's not. He's there for at least another year. I mean, unless something happens really late in the cycle. So D-, if anyone wants to talk me off that ledge, feel free. But man, there were voices in the building that wanted me to go lower than that. So tough.
This is for YouTube, who screens certain things for copyright infringement. This is my conversation with Josh Pate. This is him agreeing to let me use his video or a clip of his video for my own in a reaction. This is him saying yes and give him full credit. He said, yep. And this is me saying thank you. He said, no problems. Thank you for asking. This is for YouTube and the algorithm. Sorry for any delay in the video. Whoa. Josh Pate, that was a mouthful. And I have to tell you guys, I agree with him 100%. As a Mountaineer fan who grew up during that 16 years, watching Mountaineer football and before, but especially you can go all the way back to, I would say, right after Mark Bulger left, maybe around the Rasheed Marshall era, right up until Will Greer left, maybe when Dana left. We were respected, I feel like, nationally, and the numbers back that up. Not only did we appear in the polls 16 out of those 17 years, but we obviously won 3 BCS bowl games, several other bowl victories. Pat White as a Mountaineer was 4-0 as a quarterback in bowl games. There were so many things as a Mountaineer fan I stuck my chest out about, and I usually went to war for us. Today, I don't even enter into those conversations when I see them happening, because what we have done in the past is starting to become history. It's embarrassing. I would love to have watched that segment and see for him to give Neal Brown a B plus or an A or an A plus. But that's just not what happened. It's time to stop being in denial. Some of you guys that are still apologists for Neal Brown and what he's done up until now need to stop. Can he turn it around? I don't know. To be honest, I'm not thrilled with what we've done in the transfer portal so far, but I think we've done okay. The jury is still out on how we approach the transfer portal from here on out. 3 wins versus top 25 opponents. That's not going to get it done. We didn't beat Oklahoma until this year. Oh, and he didn't even go to the road record under Neal Brown. Neal Brown's won less than 5 games on the road total as a coach at West Virginia University. I will admit, for whatever reason, we've still never got complete to the heart of the reason why all the transfers left West Virginia. But it happened. Unfortunate or not, it happened. If you like this video, guys, I just ask that you subscribe to the channel. It says about 70% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribing. Also, guys, move your finger or that mouse and click a couple inches up to your left or your right there. And also like the video. And also, one last thing, guys, I'd like to talk with you guys and have a dialogue on the video below. Let me know what you think about what Josh Pate had to say about head coach Neal Brown at West Virginia and also my comments. Are you embarrassed to be a Mountaineer fan? I'd like to know what you think. Now, with all that said, guys, I do have hope for this year. I do. Why do I have hope? Because I go into every year with the same hope, no matter what. Usually I come into a season thinking, oh, I can figure out a way on the schedule for us to win 10 games. That's just the kind of fan that I am. But I can't deny what Neal Brown has done since he's been here. Guys, I just wanted to touch on that video we just watched there. I hope you liked it. I hope you liked this video. If you did, subscribe, like, and share the video for me. All right, guys, that is going to end another episode of Mountaineer Paul Talks Football. This episode is over. I am out.
This is for Cameron. Kim.